Hey, it's Jay, and today I'm going to be sharing my favorite quotes from books I've read this year. To be careful with people and with words was a rare and beautiful thing. Senior year, and then life. Maybe that's the way it worked. High school was just a prologue to the real novel. Everybody got to write you, but when you graduated, you got to write yourself. At graduation, you got to collect your teacher's pens and your parents' pens, and you got your own pen. And you could do all the writing. Yeah, wouldn't that be sweet? Maybe we just lived between hurting and healing. Being secure in your masculinity isn't the same as being straight. White shouldn't be the default any more than straight should be the default. There shouldn't even be a default. This is what adulthood must feel like. This is leaving the past behind and accepting the love of another. This is a balance. The world is learning. Do you honestly think you know everything that's out there? Look, whether you acknowledge that that is how I am or not, it isn't going to change the truth. We look at each other while we're singing. These aren't two solos. This is a duet that isn't taking itself at all seriously. It is its own form of conversation. You can learn a lot about people from the stories they tell, but you can also know them from the way they sing along, whether they like the windows up or down, or if they live by the map or by the world, if they feel the pull of the ocean. It's one thing to fall in love. It's another to feel someone else falling in love with you, and to feel a responsibility toward that love. She's being kind, which is more than a sign of character than mere niceness. Kindness connects to who you are, while niceness connects to how you want to be seen. There will always be more questions. Every answer leads to more questions. The only way to survive is to let some of them go. When first love ends, most people eventually know there will be more to come. They are not through with love. Love's not through with them. It will never be the same as the first, but it will be better in different ways. It's the secret smile you get from knowing that somewhere there's someone who is yours. Not in the sense that you own her or control her. She is yours because you can say anything to her, whenever you need to. And she can do the same whenever she needs to. Most of the time, this isn't necessary, but the secret smile comes from knowing it's available, even when she's half a world away. Sometimes you can do everything right and things will still go wrong. The key is to never stop doing right. That's the problem. We let people say stuff, and they say it so much it becomes okay to them and normal for us. What's the point of having a voice if you're going to be silent in those moments you shouldn't be? At an early age, I learned that people make mistakes, and you have to decide if their mistakes are bigger than your love for them. Yes, I think it'll change one day. How? I don't know. When? I definitely don't know. Why? Because there will always be someone ready to fight. Maybe it's my turn. There are two most important things in the world, being in danger and being saved. Then I asked him, but if those are the two most important things, what about being in love? Why do you think that's the most profound thing for a person? It's both at once. When we are in love, we are both completely in danger and completely saved. Many boys will bring you flowers, but someday, you'll meet a boy who will learn your favorite flower, your favorite song, your favorite sweet. Even if he is too poor to give you any of them, it won't matter because you have taken the time to know you as no one else does. Only that boy earns your heart. The trick is not getting knocked down. No, Kaz, she'd said. The trick is in getting back up. Perhaps we were friends first and lovers second, but then perhaps that is what lovers are. Fear not, it will come. At least I hope it does. And when you least expect it. Nature has cunning ways of finding your weakest spot. Just remember, I am here. Right now, you may not want to feel anything. Perhaps you never wish to feel anything. And perhaps it's not with me that you'll want to speak about these things. But feel something you did. Look, you had a beautiful friendship, maybe more than a friendship, and I envy you. In my place, most parents would hope the whole thing goes away, or pray that their sons land on their feet soon enough. But I am not such a parent. In your place, if there is pain, nurse it. And if there is a flame, don't snuff it out. Don't be brutal with it. Withdrawal can be a terrible thing when it keeps us awake at night, and watching others forget us sooner than we'd want to be forgotten is no better. We rip out so much of ourselves to be cured of things faster that we could go bankrupt by the age of 30 and have less to offer each time we start something new, someone new. But to feel nothing so as not to feel anything again, what a waste. Then let me say one more thing. It will clear the air. I may have come close, but I never had what you had. Something always held me back or stood in the way. How you live your life is your business. But remember, our hearts and our bodies are given to us only once. Most of us can't help but live as though we've got two lives to live. One is the mock-up, the other, the finished version, and then there are all those versions in between. But there's only one, and before you know it, your heart is worn out, and as for your body, there comes a point where no one wants to look at it, much less want to come near it. Right now, there's sorrow. I don't envy the pain, but I envy you the pain. My pops once said goodbyes are the most possible impossible, because you never want to say them, but you'd be stupid not to when given the shot. Anyone can have pretty eyes, but only the right kind of person can hum the alphabet and make it your new favorite beat. Stories can make someone immortal as long as someone else is willing to listen. I was raised to be honest, but the truth can be complicated. It doesn't matter if the truth won't make a mess. Sometimes the words don't come out until you're alone. Even that's not guaranteed. Sometimes the truth is a secret you're keeping from yourself because living a lie is easier. I just don't think I should be the judge of who actually needs my help or not, like they should do a dance or sing me a song to prove they're worthy. Asking for help when you need it should be enough. And what's $1? We'll make $1 again. It's okay to give in to your emotions, but you should fight your way out of the bad ones too. That love is a superpower we all have, but it's not always a superpower I'd be able to control, especially as I get older. Sometimes I'll go crazy, and I shouldn't be scared if my power hits someone I'm not expecting it to. I smile, looking at my friends. It's interesting. As a child, you think your parents can solve anything and make the world a better place. But slowly, unexpectedly, that belief transfers over to your second family, your friends. My parents don't know about any of this, but if I go a day without talking to Meg, I feel lost. When does the transfer of power happen, and why does it feel so good? Love shouldn't hinge solely on exposing your physical body to another person. Love is intangible, universal. It was what someone wanted it to be and should be respected as such. For Alice, it was staying up late and talking about nothing and everything and anything because you don't want to sleep. You miss them too much. It was catching yourself smiling at them because, wow, how does this person exist? Before they caught you. It was the intimacy of shared secrets, the comfort of unconditional acceptance. It was a confidence in knowing no matter what happened, that person would always be there for you. This isn't something where I can go tell you to read a book and it will methodically list the steps of how to come out. It is a personal, individualized experience. My advice to you is be prepared to educate. It may feel unfair that the onus of that responsibility will fall on you, but when most people think the A stands for ally, you'll have to speak louder, with bravery and dignity, to be heard. You will have to be willing to inform and to educate, and you will have to know when it is time to move yourself from situations and disconnect from those who either do not understand or are unwilling to. You have to do what is right for you. Hold on to your one. Remember, I have you and you have me. And when you're lucky enough to find one, just one, person in this unforgiving life who makes everything worth it, who will love and trust and would kill for it, then you hold on damn tight, because that's probably all you get. There are years that ask questions, and years that answer. To my thinking, mourn oughtn't to last longer in grief. There's life after survival. I'm growing to hate the word love because it always sounds lame, but love shouldn't only count when there's a victory. Lucy had to rely on what she calls the 3 T's. Tears, time, and talk. The only things that really help in the end.